Okay, so hello. Uh, Good day, everyone. Good day, sir. Today, we're going to talk about the changing Filipino family. Family consists of a husband, wife, and children, and it also includes grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. So it is a very big family. Over time, family traditions are passed on from generation to generation. This brings out unique and classic characteristics of a Filipino family. Now, the relationships often go beyond just the blood. It also go to close neighbors or friends. So, we're gonna go back in time and go to the Filipino family then. Now, a Filipino family before is a patriarchal due to machismo attitude. Machismo attitude is where what you call this, being manly. This is the machismo attitudes and the masculine standards of Filipino men. Now, in the household structure, it is often a matriarch in charge, and generally, the head of the household is the oldest female. Well, sometimes the oldest male too, usually the grandmother. The income from family members are then pooled together and the matriarch will look after the family finances. So the oldest female, the grandmother, is the say president and the treasurer at the same time. So here are the Filipino family traditions. Bayanihan. The people simply built a but and put it on a piece of land to claim it as their own. So, it's like uh, what my father's grandfather used to say, ang asay maabot sa kong mata, ako ana na. And number two, uh, their huts are made of light materials such as bamboo and wood. It is the act of the whole neighborhood getting together to move the house to a new location. Now, this it also symbolizes our helpfulness and that we should help our family and fellow Filipinos in need. It's called being hospitable. And lastly, it is rarely practiced in this modern era. Yes, indeed, because of modernization. Now, here are more Filipino family traditions. Mano or magmano. This is a gesture of honor in honoring. It is done as a sign to respect to elders and elders and a way to request blessing. It is similar to hand kissing. The person giving the greeting bows towards the hand of the elder and presses their forehead on the elder's hand. And surprisingly, and it's very nice because it is still practiced today. Okay, okay. So now let us, go to the present. Okay. So Filipino family now. Although traditions are certain characteristics of the Filipino family are still evident in the modern world, no one can deny that the changing Filipino family became more flexible and moldable throughout the years. Yes. And if the Filipino family then traditionally depicts a woman and a man with kids, in the modern view, a typical Filipino family now consists of not only the latter, but it could also be defined in many ways. If viewed traditionally, a typical Filipino family is now far from the usual family we are accustomed to. So, because of modernization and, the ever changing of our world, it has this Filipino family has become more it's more westernized as of now from what I've observed, more westernized and modernized. Okay, next slide. So, not everything is constant. As society changes, yeah, this is what I uh, uh, told you earlier. As the society changes, technology advances, so as the family. So when compared to the standard Filipino family with long chains of relatives, it may it be distant or not, grandparents, uncles, aunties, and cousins, families of today have become smaller. It's called a nuclear family, sometimes far from each other. The gender roles of a typical Filipino family seems to switch as time passes. Yes, uh, yeah, we can see this in today, where instead of the man being the breadwinner before, uh, now, today in the present, both of them are the breadwinners, the man and the woman. So, and also before, it was usually the woman that would stay in the house, the housewife. But now they can be switched. So now they can be called house husbands. Okay, next slide. So, yet with all these small changes in a typical household setting, the altered reality does not seem to stop. With technology emerging, gadgets became the substitute parent of a child. This type of scheme became more common and more usual than a kid being accompanied by a parent. Now, as we can see in today's world, as technology is, emerging and advancing, and money is getting harder to get. So parents are, get more busy than usual. So they use this type of scheme in which they use the gadgets as a substitute parent for the child. Now, socialization in the family is deemed neglected due to many factors with technology as the runner-up. We cannot deny this, as sometimes quality time with the family is spent scrolling through phones. Yes, in my family, there were times where, we had phones. So in dinner, we would just eat. And then while we're eating, we also use our phones and scroll through social media. But now, we kind of changed the whole thing. And, all it takes is, you know, time and discipline. So lastly, families in general seems to be in crisis as more young people don't want to marry or a common law marriage. The steadfast tradition of marriage is at stake. If this kind of struggle emerged a long time ago, a lot of people would get angry, but now this kind of doing does not seem to bother anyone anymore. Yes, indeed. With everything that we have right now, the technology, instant gratification, it's we more and more people want to focus on the material things and not the love, raising a family, stuff like that. While all this things, other factors contribute to this changing views of the composition of the Filipino family. Again, Filipino family is not constant, it is ever changing. Although the spirit of the Filipino family is always alive, we can never deny the fact that it will continue to change over time. Okay, so thank you for listening to our very short discussion. I hope you all have learned something great, something new to tell to your mommy and daddy. Bye bye.